Hi everybody, how you doing today? Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about the Panasonic FC300, and I've talked about this polarizer filter on your camera. Well, I have an update, and I want to share it with you because this is what I do to get those nice, deep, rich looking pictures that everybody wants. And this will be mainly for the JPEG users. So what I have done is, I have talked about this before, is if you notice on the top of my camera, there is a white dot right here. Yeah, white here. I put that on there. Yeah. So I know where I'm at when it's 100% and 0. And you only have to turn it to here about 45 degrees to get 0 polarizer. So it's a very, not a real long turn to get at 100%. When it's straight up and down, this is my knowing that it's 100% polarizing. And when I first started out, I didn't use the polarizer at all. I just used my camera. But when I found what a polarizer does is truly amazing. Now, I wouldn't recommend using this at all on a cloudy day. No, because it does take about a half a stop away of light. But the trick to the polarizer is knowing where to set it. Even when it's in the off position, it's still polarizing a little bit. Go out there and check it out. But what I have done is I've gone into my a little slow here. Into my photo style, which is that top one right there, photo style. Go there and you're going to click it and you're going to have custom. I always set my custom for what I want. And then of course you have all the other ones, Vivid and SEPA and all the other ones that go with it. But what I have done is I have set my I have set my saturation -2 because a polarizer does saturate. There's no doubt about it. And bringing the saturation down will make your photo still rich and remove those like blazing highlights off the leaves. But it won't be so rich that it gets out of control, because a polarizer does get out of control if you have it too rich. So play with the saturation. Sometimes I move it to -3 to -2, but I don't go above that when I'm using that polarizer. I'm going to show you some of the pictures that I have shot with the polarizer in the 0 position and with it 100%. And it's truly just a dynamic, rich tones that you get out of this camera. And most of the days I go shoot are usually on bright days, cloudy. You can have partly cloudy days, but if it's a cloudy day, I usually don't go into the woods because the camera struggles with, of course, the light, the sensor's smaller. And but when it's partly sunny or bright out, no problem. And I'm going to show you some pictures I've taken just straight out of camera. And I'm going to show you some pictures after I edit it. And I'm only going to edit these in Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Photo Express. It's a free application from Adobe. And it's how I've gotten really rich looking pictures out of my camera is with this polarizer. For a while there, I did take it off and just shoot regular because I have software that I can actually put, not maybe polarizer into, but you can put clarity and haze. Haze is kind of like a polarizer. It's two options on my software that I use to put it in. But for you JPEG users, marking your lens with, you could use tape or anything to put on there just to show where it's at. And this will be custom to your camera because, when you spin this thing on, you'll know where it's at 100% and where it's not. And all you need to do is mark the 100% because most polarizers are just a quarter turn, maybe 20% of that turn, you're off. It's off. It's just, idling, I guess you could say. So that is my deep trick to my nice, deep, rich pictures, is putting that polarizer and marking it where it's at 100% on your camera. Whatever you want to use, it doesn't matter. I used nail polish, and I just take a little acetone and rub it off after if I have to sell it or I'm done with it. So that's the trick today. I also want to talk to you about how special you truly are in this universe. Now, I like to think, where do our creative ideas come from? Well, many would say, well, I learned it on YouTube. No. See, you're one of a kind. You're the only fingerprint in the whole universe. You are special and you're one of a kind. Look at it that way. And what you want to do is you just want to listen to what your heart is directing you to do, not what this is doing. I'm telling you. Because this knows everything. This only knows what you learn in this lifetime. That's the difference. And this will enhance this 100-fold in getting you what you want to show. I want to show, I put as much energy into the photos that I can. My love, that's your energy. And it shows. I mean, you're unique, I'm unique. I paint my pictures with an angelic brush. And that's how I take my photos. Some people like them, some people will not. But it doesn't matter because that picture is to draw the energy in and disperse it out to you. That energy is for you, to show you how beautiful you truly are and how beautiful a planet you truly have. So I'm going to show you these photos, and you'll see whether they're unpolarized or full polarization. And a lot of these will be in the woods. I just take pictures in the woods because that is the hardest to capture, because there's so many shadows and brightness and highlights, and you're trying to get that little sensor to capture all this. And in my last video, we talked about, hang on a minute. We talked about dynamic range, iDynamic. It's a new thing I've been using. I set it in a high position, and I am just blown away at how much more details and shadows that I can capture in my JPEG pictures. Yeah, it's truly a game changer. Try it. Set it on iDynamic. I would set it at high so you could see the difference, and then go from there where you like it. But with a polarizer on, baby, I'm telling you, you can get some nice, rich, true colored pictures by just turning that saturation down. Because once the polarizer is at 100%, it's fully saturated. So you're going to have to tone it down a little bit to get your pictures in balance with the way you see it. Not the way I see it, the way you like it. So this is my gift to you. One of my, that I've been using for a while, and I just get nice, rich, dynamic pictures from this camera. So watch the video. I got a special message at the end of the video for you. And thank you all my subscribers for joining, and for my ancient ones for hanging on. Love you. Have a beautiful day, and get out there and find your fingerprint. Thanks, everybody.